Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Bastian Weekly, your source for news on roles we're recruiting, tech, supply chain, and just generally recruitment. Just before we jump into roles and activity, I did want to mention again that we are currently in the midst of conducting a salary survey for 2022. I believe you can find the link next to this video on our site. There are 3 $250 gift cards available for entrants as well who do participate in the survey. So we'd love everyone's participation and get the volume and the numbers up as high as possible. So you can find the link next to the video and fill that in for us and enter into the draw to win one of those $250 gift cards. There are 3 of them available. So just in terms of roles to mention, we are still recruiting a sales director and a commercial director for a European headquartered ocean freight forwarder that's looking to open up operations here in Melbourne in Australia. We are recruiting a senior consultant on the order management side for a global leading supply chain software company. That role is based in Singapore. We are recruiting a marketing manager role based in Tokyo for a global leading supply chain software company. We are recruiting a procurement lead role, so the specific category in ferrous and non-ferrous metal or steel. That role is based in Eastern Sydney with a Energy Renewable company, which it sounds like an exciting opportunity. We are still in the search for DC design talent, specifically around automation and AMRs within Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. So if you've got any DC design skills, specifically in automation, we'd love to talk to you too. And lastly, but not least, we've got a head of logistics role, Sydney-based for a Asian e-commerce furniture company. So if any of those roles sound interesting to you, please reach out and give us a call or send us an email, and we'd love to have a chat about the roles. A couple things in terms of recruitment news just to highlight. Job ads fell by about 5.9% in September. I think I mentioned this previously, and the job applicant rates have hit the highest. So the number of job applicants have hit the highest recorded numbers in the last 2 years, which again is another sign that the employment market is softening a little bit. So it's certainly something to keep an eye on. But it does feel like there are maybe less roles and more applicants, where you compare to 6 to 12 months ago, pretty tough to find anyone applying for jobs. And I think those numbers are going up, which is again an indication that there are just less roles to apply for. In supply chain news, again, continued reporting around rising costs of inflation within supply chain and the concern around the resiliencies within supply chain globally, locally, and regionally here. I think it'll be really interesting to watch over the next 2 to 3 months as we enter into peak period around cost control measures and processes put in place to manage your supply chain and obviously to keep those costs under control while being able to maintain increased service levels and obviously ensuring inventory is available for customers during this peak period as the ramp up heads towards Christmas and the New Year. So that's certainly something to keep an eye on. And then another note I wanted just to quickly mention was Marks & Spencer has finished the acquisition of their preferred 3PL partner Gist in the UK. So this is an example of a retailer looking to better control cost and service and capability within their supply chain. We've seen examples in the US with Walmart doing some similar activities, and also locally here in Australia with Walmart obviously starting Primary Connect. So it does feel like a trend that's going to continue with major retailers looking to bring more of the supply chain service or logistics service in-house and better controlling performance and cost and obviously operational elements of their supply chain rather than outsourcing. So again, another trend that's interesting and something to certainly keep an eye on. But yeah, that's it. That's all we've got for today. Love to hear your thoughts and comments, and we'll catch up with you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.